What's up, everybody? How you doing? How we doing, Josh?
Good, yeah.
Good. I'm good. I see a dead man behind you.
Yep, dead man is behind me. He's still dead.
He's still dead. How about this dead man? You like this dead man?
That's a cool dead man.
Yeah. I I did this 2 weeks ago for when it Between the Lines with TM Nerdy, and I finally finished it. So if anybody's interested in this book, let me know. Hit me up. You could DM me, and I'm giving it for like $25. So it's
It's
an
a
original
steal.
piece. Yeah, it is a steal. So that's not part of today's giveaway though. But Josh, first and foremost, we missed you last week, man.
Oh no, I hope you didn't have too much fun without me.
No, I actually had a blast. So we had Chris the comic vet, who was definitely here. He helped out in the show. He did a phenomenal job. I might consider hiring him full time. But we know how people love you. Yeah, and I'm serious. You're like a celebrity in the group. Everybody like, where's Josh? Where's Josh? They don't care about me. They want Josh. You know what I'm
The name
saying?
of the show is the Izzyverse,
It's
everyone.
yeah, but
Just to be clear.
it's everybody wants Josh. That's what they want. It's like, we want Josh. All right, so let's go ahead and say what's up to the guys in the chat. And of course, last week's winner, Las Cruces, is here. Hooray! Las Cruces made it all the way from New Mexico. So Las Cruces, welcome to the show. We got Larry Green Machine. Hope everyone is having a good day. Yep. We got Neil Collects. What's going on, Neil? How you doing? And straight all the way from the other side of the world, Dr. Von Hoot. Hoot, hoot, hoot. You got to do it. You got to do the hoot, hoot, hoot. Kenneth Kenneth Bird, good day, everyone. And you see Las Cruces is down when you see hoo, hoo, hoo. All right, we got that. Let's see who else is in the stream here. We got Collecting with Durst. What's up, my beautiful homies? Samuel, he's in the show. What's up? Look, you see Izzy and Josh, you see, and stuff. You got Scotty Vaughn. He's going to have a great show right after us. I'm going to be jumping into that show, so we're going to try to do our best to wrap this thing up by 7:30. So I could jump in for Scotty for a few minutes. I even bought dinner today. I bought dinner so I could just reheat it and then just go boof daita. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Josh for the Transformers books. Oh, you got him the books?
Oh, we got him the books.
You got him the books? Ooh, congratulations. You see, that's why they love you. All right. And that's everyone for now. Okay. So, guys, we are going to be doing a giveaway today. So make sure you put your hashtag IzzyverseNYC in the chat so that way we could get things started with that. Obviously, there are a few things that I'm going to be giving away. I got a little stack of stuff here. Notice there's a little sticker here. Right. So here's how this is going to work. There are going to be some things I'm going to be giving away to anyone who's just a subscriber. So, subscribers, you win one. You win these three. Not one. All of these three. But if you are a channel member, and if you channel member, or if you leave a super chat or super sticker or whatever, anything of any size. I'm not asking how much you put what you want. You'll also get what's in this stack, and you can see there's a sticker there. So let's go ahead and show them what we got here. First, starting with, I got a couple of prints that was given to me by my good friend Fury Comics. So shout out to Fury, who's currently, I believe, with his family in Philadelphia right now. I was talking to him earlier, so we'll be hanging out with him on Friday. But we got some Nate Made It prints. Look at that. Let's go ahead and zoom in just so we could do that portion there. Some Nate Made It print, and these would not be see-through. There you go. Look at that. You got a Dark Vader. We got a Mandalorian and the Child, as they used to call him. Look at that one. I really like this one. This Harley Quinn. Got a Harley Quinn, and then of course a clicker. Those clickers, man, they look like mushrooms. All right, so those are some of the prints you win, and this is for everyone. And then included in that stack, and you know what? Let me just turn this thing off for now, because that's the annoying part. That green screen gets annoying after a while. All right, in this one you get the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Uzagi Yojimbo. This is a Comic Exposure Fury Comics exclusive book done by Ben Harvey. So this is a Ben Harvey exclusive book. So we got that book there. And that's all part of today's giveaway. So we're going to be giving away that. Now, I did mention in the stream that there's going to be possibly something old. So we're going to do a few old things too. But before we do that, we do have a signed book here. I'm going to be going to Fed Expo in Boston next week, but this was signed from Philadelphia's Fan Expo, and that is the John Boy Peters Batman Mad Love. And as you can see right there is the John Boy signature. So we got an exclusive signature here. And then I did say something owed. It's crazy, Josh. I'm gonna give this away to somebody if they're a channel member. You get the Power of Warlock issue 17. I have a few copies of this book, so I figured might as well give the love out to someone. You guys get a Power Warlock. This book goes back to 1970s or 80 or something. This is when comics were a quarter. All right, so this is a nice little fun book there. So of course, if you are a channel member, you will get everything. If you are a subscriber, you will get the 3 books. But if you leave a super chat, you could win one of the other ones. All right, so that sounds like a plan. All right, yeah, look at that. Black Spiders wants it. All right, and we got a party with Bitten Apple. Whoa, Izzy, you're not Josh.
No joshing around with that Warlock.
Come on, right? I think I saw Roscoe in the show. So what's going on, Roscoe? How you doing, my man? Love Roscoe. He's a good guy. Can't wait. We got More Luck Than Brains. How you doing? Welcome to the show. I love that. I love that handle. That's a great handle. More Luck Than Brains. All right. So, make sure you put that Izzyverse NYC in the chat, and make sure you put the hashtag Izzyverse NYC in the chat for your chance to win that. So, Josh, a lot of stuff happened this weekend. You know what was going down this weekend?
Yeah, I think there was like a really small convention in California somewhere.
Yeah, some place by by the valley. I don't know where it's
Yeah,
at.
I think it's the Bay, maybe.
Bay Area or something like that. It's a little thing called San Diego.
San
Diego. All right, San Diego Comic Con happened this weekend, and conspicuous by their absence, the actors were not there. In fact, this convention was the first convention that I could think of in a very long time that was actually more about the comic books than anything else. Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah, I mean, there was other stuff going on. There's a lot of toy announcements that got me excited. But for sure, the comics sort of leapt to the front, I think, in a way that wouldn't be possible without the strike.
Yeah, so thank you, Strike. We appreciate it. Now let's get those movies back. Nothing against the strike. In fact, support the actors and writers. I think more so that the writers, man. We didn't get a chance to talk a little bit about it last week, but the writers are the ones that are really suffering. I think when it comes to the actors, and when we actors as well, but I think sooner or later the actors have a little more pull in the matter than writers do, right? So with writers, it's a little harder for writers to get what they want because there's stuff already made, right? So the studios could say, well, we could hold off, and that they publicly have said they could hold off, right? But when it comes to actors, you kind of need them, don't you?
For now.
You think AI is going to control everybody? But
Yes.
that is one of the sticking points, isn't it? So AI is one of the sticking points. But we did get some announcements that came out through San Diego. I know we mentioned that we get trailers. We got some stuff. We didn't get the same amount of stuff we've gotten in the past, but there was a new Marvels trailer. Did you get a chance to see it?
I did.
And your overall thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, same as the first trailer. It looks like it's funny. It looks like I'm going to enjoy it. So looking forward to that one.
Yeah, they want to do AI actors. Yep, they actually really do. And yes, it was an actual Comic Con. So when I saw the Marvels trailer, it didn't do anything new to me.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. It didn't show me anything new. It didn't excite me. It didn't make me say, "Oh, I gotta see this movie." You know what I mean? And that's the only thing that I thought was kind of messed up about it. I know there was a Red Sonja trailer that dropped, but I didn't get a chance to see it myself personally. Um, Black Spiders does not want Skyneck. No Skyneck. That's right. Um, Not acting is just real life. There's 1% that has money and tons of yeah. I'm absolutely right. I'm with you on that when it comes to the actors. We're not talking about the ballers. We're not talking about the Tom Cruises and stuff like that. There are actors out there that need to make a living, and there's people out there like I just saw an article that a writer has to take a job in Lyft because they got no work.
Oh, I'm sure that's nothing new. I'm sure they were
Yeah.
already doing that.
Yeah, got some Lyft drivers out there who are they're gonna try to sell you on their script when they drop off your Chipotle meal. Um, Larry Green Machine, I think you have a typo. Uh,
That's
he
the alternate universe.
You know what I'm saying?
New York City, it's New Six City.
New Six City, right? New Six City. So there's that. But one of the things that came out big and came out swinging was some little actor. Not actor. He's some artist, some small time artist. He's like an indie artist. You know who's the indie artist I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's some from comic book company called Picture or something like that. Display.
Yeah. Picture Display.
Oh, Image. Image is the one.
Yeah. So some little company called Image, and there's this artist. He kind of made a living off of this, off of Spider-Man, and then he decided to kind of like make his own company with some of his friends. I heard it's doing okay. It's been celebrating 30 years. So I take it's okay.
Seems to be doing fine. He also
Yeah.
makes a few action figures.
Yeah. Oh, they're not toys. They're action figures.
Some of them are action figures.
You guys know who we're talking about. We're talking about Todd McFarlane. He stole the show, man. He really, truly did, man. Every time I went to see something on San Diego, all I saw was Todd McFarlane here, Todd McFarlane there. He's on Whatnot here. He's on an Image booth. He was everywhere. And he gave us a lot of stuff. And I got to give it to him. He was like, oh, yeah, they don't want to come up. They don't want to bring anything. I'm bringing everything. So, we're going to talk a little bit about that. We'll talk some more about some of the exclusives he's dropped. So we're going to do things a little different that we've done in the previous shows. We're going to focus, instead of doing the typical, trending books, we're going to go ahead and see what came out of San Diego. And more importantly, which are the hot books from San Diego. But before I do that, I got to say what's up to my another fellow New Yorker, Daredevil NYC. What's going on? How you doing, my man? Welcome to the show. And don't forget to drop in that I said Verizon. Izzyverse NYC. I don't know why Verizon's in my head right now. Yeah, Alex Ross was there. Was he? Was Alex Ross there? I know his stuff was there. So we'll take a look. All right, let's go ahead, Josh, and let's start talking a little bit more about what came from Comic-Con. All right, so we got here San Diego hot exclusives. So these are some of the exclusives that came out. Here's what I'm going to say. These are probably the hottest exclusives that did come out of San Diego Comic-Con. So, Josh, were there any exclusives specifically, without saying which ones, that you were really excited to see?
Man, so there was Junji Ito. We don't really talk about manga typically on this show, but Junji Ito is one of the most famous artists. Does a lot of horror stuff. He had some exclusives there that were sold out within an hour. Trying my best to get my hands on one of those, but that was gone.
Yeah.
What else? Obviously, the Void Rivals. There was some stuff for there, and of course the usual Spider-Man stuff. I'm always down for a good Spider-Man exclusive.
Okay, cool. Let's start with Star Wars, right? The two of the hottest books that came out of San Diego was this Peach Momoko Mandalorian Virgin sketch. Not to mention the other Mandalorians. Adi Grenor, if I could never say his name, it was also a Virgin sketch. So these two books were among the hottest books from the show. So personally speaking, I really like that Adi one. I think the Peach Momoka, I think Peach probably excels more with colors. But man, look at that Peach Momoka, right? That is nice, right? Look at
Yeah.
it. So we got some people. Ashcan Transformers, Void Virus, yeah, and they need it in their life. I'm shocked that you dirts are saying that. I figured you would have said something else. All right, geek out. So many exclusive comic book covers. Oh yeah, that's just how it is, man. And we got was going for 400. Yep, they were going for 400, 500. This Peach Momoka. The only issue I have about all these exclusives is yeah, they're extremely hot and fired. But talk to me in 6 months. So
That's
if
what we
you
typically see with convention exclusives. There
Mhm.
are exceptions, but for the most part, the demand is like all the way up here, and then it goes down and never really recovers.
Yeah, because it's just a hot item. There's no real meat to that bone, right? So it's like you're taking, it's like you're taking a caffeine shot or something. You're getting the adrenaline because it's hot, it's big. Yes, it's never gonna go down to a cover price. I'll admit to that. But $400 to $500 for one of these books, I don't think so. And
Yeah,
yes,
probably
you
not.
are right. FOMO is a wild thing. This is FOMO madness that we're about to go through now. So our next book here, and this the Peach Momoko was limited to 700. Right now, this says some pre-sales at 175. Both of them were limited to 700. Also, we had a EM Geist cover of the Mandalorian. I didn't hear much on this one, but boy, as far as big time books, the Transformers ash can.
Yep.
Have you ever heard of an ash can selling that much?
There's some ash cans that there's just, so ash can. And if anyone doesn't know what an ash can is, I'm sure
Yeah,
everyone does. But ash can is something that's printed on basically regular paper, and they're usually smaller, and
mhm.
then just
That's
stapled
why
kind
the
of by
ash can.
hand.
Yeah,
So they're going to be super limited because nobody's going to staple 1,000 copies of anything. Sometimes you can get previews of stuff in ash cans that are just there's just
mhm.
first. You're never going to be able to replace it. So there are some ash cans out there. I'm struggling to name one off the top of my head, but some like artist exclusive ash cans are going to be super rare, hard to find. Something like this that was probably mass produced it's unusual
Mhm.
to command such a high value, but for sure, Transformers is hot.
Yeah. When it comes to ash cans, if my memory serves me well, ash cans were a way for mostly indie creators, right? Indie creators will create ash cans because they were easier to produce, and you could just hand them out. You didn't have to worry about them getting damaged out or anything like that because they were really, they were just meant to get your name out, right? You couldn't really do the big comic book, but you had to do something regular. So that's what the ash can was. Now, when the big companies got involved in ash cans reproductions, of course they're going to produce them in massive quantity. This is a perfect example of that. But this ash can had a lot of buzz already behind it. I think it was one of the few books that people were already talking about before the show started, and everybody was looking into it already. So you have that. I see we got Eman. He just joined the show. What's up, Eman? What's going on? I see three good nerds. Josh is back. You see, I'm telling you, man. They love you, Josh. They love you. All right? They don't care about me. They want you. They want more Josh in their life. So, but this one, this had so many people buzzing. Daniel Warren Johnson, Transformers, Skybound, all that stuff, right? So, yeah, this one's a pretty big one. Another one that kind of flew under the radar a little bit, but a lot of people are clamoring for it now, is the Amazing Spider-Man 25, the J. Scott Campbell cover, the photo booth cover. Um, that's a cool cover. I really enjoy it. But man, that Spawn, that Puppeteer Lee. Ooh, I know it's an homage, but man, it's a good cover. Even I saw that and I was like, ooh, I want that.
Yeah, and Spawn for me is like in a grouping with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, as far as something that's just continues to trend upwards in popularity. It seems like there's people that are new to comics and are like, wait, Spawn is cool. I want Spawn. So that's driving up the demand for stuff like this. And then obviously there's a lot of great work coming out of it.
Yeah, Josh is alive. Josh is alive, at least temporarily. We
It's
don't know yet.
alive.
All right, so so that puppeteer. When I first saw it was called Puppeteer. I was like, Puppeteer, what kind of name? But that's just the name of the guy. That's his alias, Puppeteer Lear. So it's
Yeah,
even.
this artist has done some work for Night Terrors from DC. That they have a couple of covers there.
Oh, that's cool. All right, the lines and as it were effing insane. Oh yeah, and that's nothing new, Iman. You know better than that. Lines, please. Let me show you lines. All right, moving on. And Greg Capullo gave us an awesome Invincible. I think that is one of the coolest Invincible images I've seen. Just like his fist, it's like it's not directly at you like what most people drew. This was kind of like, and I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Right? You know. So Greg Capullo, Invincible, again, another one of those characters that's getting some hype because there was an Invincible trailer that dropped. Have you ever got a chance to see Invincible
Oh,
when it came out?
the animated show, yeah.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on it?
Oh, it was great. It was great. It's like many animated shows. Wish it had. It's just so hard to make an animated show, and so they're always going to be so far behind the regular storyline in the books. So I'm excited that we're going to get more Invincible, but it was good.
Yeah. Another guy who, if Todd McFarlane was number one and the king of the con, I would say a close second would have to have been Robert Kirkman. Because not only did he give us a whole bunch of Invincible stuff and Invincible returning, there's some general excitement for Walking Dead again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dead, Walking Dead never really left, right? But Walking Dead,
let's call it what it is, right?
Excited about it again.
Right? But wait, are voice actors affected? Yes, if you are an actor, you are affected by the strike.
If you're a member of the guild, which pretty much
yes, that's how that. If you're a member, there's only certain things that they have permissions for. So you actually could get waivers to work, but that's only that's at a case by case scenario. Also, if you're like a British actor or you're overseas or something like that, there's other things out there that they're still allowed to do. So we might end up getting a lot of British television. So thank you, Dr. Von Hoop, for letting us your stuff, because we're going to be seeing a lot of your stuff coming up soon, I'm sure. All right. Another book that was in the list, this one was more a little quiet one, was the Action Comics 1056, the In-Hunk Lee foil cover. That one came out. I didn't hear a lot of buzz of it, but it's a nice cover. I think that was a nice foil. Yes, thank you.
On behalf of the entire country.
There you go. Limited to 1,000. So we got Yosagi Yojimbo. That one didn't really get a lot of buzz, but it's a cool little cover. This Archie's cover is Adam Hughes homage cover. That was another one that came out. I think that was pretty cool. I think it's Sabrina the Teenage Witch. So that was fun. Look at this Marx Brooks Symbian Phoenix. And he did it. There's a collection of them. And so it's not just that one. There's like, different versions of it. But imagine a venomized Phoenix, how that will be. That's a story all to itself.
Oh, for sure. And this is, if I had to, out of the ones we've scrolled through so far, this is the one that I see retaining its value the most over time, just because people love Venom. They love venomizing things. I don't really get it. I like regular people, but you
like regular.
I see this one trending up over time.
Well, you missed Jeff. Jeff was last week.
Jeff has been venomized, and people love that. They love to grab that book.
Love me, my Jeff. Right? Kills that. Oh wow, that Rose Peach cover kills that Brooks cover out of water. The Rose Peach, Adam Eve looks great. I really love it. I love the way Rose does the hair. look at this hair. I don't even understand it.
DC is sort of doing this artist spotlight thing in the fall, where
Yeah.
for a month, like every book's gonna have a variant, or maybe not every book, but there's gonna be a
Every
lot of
book already
variants
has a variant.
for right
What are
for
you
like
trying to
one
say? That's
specific
nothing new.
artist. So the first two are Gabriel Delado, and the second is going to be Rose Besh.
Oh wow.
So this is an artist that a lot of people are looking for you know, covers from this artist.
Cool. All right, moving on here. Talking about another guy that was pretty big. Alex Ross was doing homage covers that were amazing, absolutely amazing. Either they were homages to something, or it was just a homaging a style, which we'll talk in a bit. And this Joker was on top of that list.
Yep, that is the
Right?
first Joker we've seen so far on this list. So
Will it be the last?
we'll we'll have to keep scrolling to find out.
I know, right? And we got the Justin Florentino, Adam Eve, another one there. So that's a nice image there. I think that's really nice and clean. I like that one. But man, next to Joker, his Wolverine is same. All right. So we got those books. A book here. This is Chlamydia. Chlamydia? That's how we say it? Dorico foil?
Camilla yeah, Camilla.
Yeah. So she did this Poison Ivy. It's nice. It's a cute picture. It's a really pretty picture. I see we have another Death of Superman. This is the 30th anniversary. Another foil that came out. And no,
Scott, if I was a casual comic book fan, I would be asking, why does Superman keep dying? Like every other month, they got something having to do with Death of Superman.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this one because there's already a few out there. This is just another one, and I'm getting to that point. We are going to talk about another foil that came out during the weekend that I think has the biggest buzz out of all the foil logos. And it's crazy as it may sound, it's not that one.
No.
No. All right, and that's from KRS. This is another Inyuk Lee Virgin variant of Spider-Gwen Shadow Clones. It's pretty nice. I like it. Her face looks a little off to me, but it's not bad. It's giving me that Timeless vibes, the Alex Ross Timeless vibes. If you look at it, that's what I get from it. The Void Rivals. What is it? The third printing?
What? Yeah, it's at least a third. It might get a fourth. I mean, if a World Tree got a fourth, Void Rivals should get a fourth, right?
But it is on also Daniel Warren Johnson. So right next to the Transformers Ashcan, this one was a pretty big one. And look, Iman's he's just letting us know I got it too. Okay, Iman, I get it. You got it. Fine. You send it to me. That's all I'm asking. Okay, send it to me. Iman's a good guy though. All right. We got another Archie's Hot Summer. Saja Shah. That's the homage. Mermaids. And Archie. Okay. Somebody likes Archie. So, so we got that one. The Tales of the Teen Titans Alex Ross variant is gorgeous. I love this variant. This is one that I really love. This homage to George Perez's beautiful piece. The Usagi Yojimbo, this was also a nice image, nice black and white. But, you put the two together. Come on, man. Which one you want? I'm just saying.
Not fair.
I know it's not fair. That's the sad part. But that Alex Ross piece is fire, as they say. Right? That's what the kids say these days. Fire. Right?
Sure. Yeah, sure. Let's make
Come
it.
On, you hang out with a lot of kids. What do they say?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. All right. Now everybody's wondering, Josh is hanging out with a whole bunch of kids. Don't worry, guys. It's okay. The parents are okay with it.
You're not helping.
All right. Then we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Stranger Things, another cover that came out. But this one features the Turtles with their traditional old school red garbs. So that's interesting.
Yeah. Is there someone Turtles have not crossed over with?
I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Spider-Man? Did we get Turtles?
There has to be a Spider-Man crossover.
No, I don't think there is. Okay, we find it. You find it.
Keep
you
an
buy
eye
it.
out.
You give it to me.
Keep an eye out for that.
And then we do have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Usagi Yojimbo Issue 5, the foil, that's also came out. That was limited to 5 copies, so that was also out. Um, then we got Sonic the Hedgehog. Woohoo! Sonic. A lot of people like Sonic. Beckerman's in the house. He probably likes Sonic.
Gotta go fast.
Got to go fast, right? So Sonic made the list. This was limited to about. It was $50. They don't really show a limit. I'm gonna make this a little smaller. Not bigger, smaller. I said small. Okay, that's a little better, just so I could see a little more. All right, so there was that one. The Something's Killing the Children pen and ink. Look at that pencil sketch, because that's a pencil sketch of Erica Slaughter.
Very cool.
It is very cool. I really like that one. All right, that was limited to 1,000, and we still got some more, guys. All right, we got a Heat Sinkers, honey gun, a gun honey series Inyuk Lee version that was limited to 500. Robotech got some love.
Yeah, there's a new #1 coming out from Robotech soon.
All right, so this one, another Inyuk Lee Copex. So that was there. Then we have the color versions of the Mandalorian books that we saw earlier. See, I like the color version better than that sketch. I don't know. That's just me, but I think the color one looks better.
I don't think it's just you, but the other one's rarer.
Yeah, so people want more rare than beautiful. Okay, fine, whatever. All right. Then we have it to me seems like any other cover. So the Avengers #1, Tiago de Silva. That is the why am I her name's escaping me? Scarlet Witch. Wanda. Yeah, the Scarlet Witch cover. You got Silver Surfer Ghostlight, the Gabriel Delotto sketch. That one's cool. See, I like seeing a sketch of that because the original is all black.
In the painted version, I feel like his reflection off the board didn't really pop in the way that it does here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that was limited to 1,000. Then we got Don't Spit in the Wind. That was also there. That was limited to only 50 copies.
Oh, jeez.
That was a rarity. But look, Creep Show Volume 2 got an ash can limited to, we don't know.
Unknown. It could be 1, it could be 1,000.
Limited to not applicable. Who knows, right? So that was cool. Then we got, which I thought was, I don't know how I feel about this. So there were some gold foil sketch covers, and don't get me wrong, I think they're super cool just to see them. And what cracked me up is that there was Todd McFarlane signed ones, right? But it was just his signature. It didn't do any. It was like it's a blank. That's one thing that drives me crazy when you hand over a blank comic to an artist, and what they do is that they just write their name on it.
Right in the middle.
Yeah, they write it in a way that is just ridiculous. You know what I mean? I'm like, no, can you give me some kind of remark? I'm not asking for a lot. I know you could do it. I've seen you do it. It takes you 5 seconds. Done. You know what I mean? But no, Tom McFarlane. It takes more time to write his name the way he writes it.
Yeah, I want to say here the attraction is that, so the thing about sketch covers, once you use it, it's sort of gone, that you can still buy and sell it, but to get the original, you'll never get it back. So you have a limited edition sketch cover that's gonna basically decrease in supply over time. Then it's going to be harder to get in its pristine condition.
But look at a situation like myself, right? Since I do that, right? I buy sketch covers and I'll draw on it. Thus the reason why I have, and I got to show it again, a Night Terrors comic, right? This is me drawing on the Night Terrors comic, right? So this becomes a 1-in-1, but the actual blank is no longer a blank. So imagine you have a Todd McFarlane signed sketch cover and it says Todd McFarlane. Do you draw on it?
You can't really draw on it, right? Because then it makes it seem like he drew it.
Now, Tyler, asking an artist to do art is too much to ask, is he? Dude, man, I've been in this business for a very long time. It's not. And we're not asking for a lot. It's all depending on what it is, right? So if you give the book to somebody and they say, hey, do you mind doing a quick remark? If they say no, then you know what you do? All right, then never mind. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, and we're not asking you to do this. We're asking you to give me done, which you probably
Right.
could do. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. It's just for me. It's It's just maybe it's a pet peeve of mine. I don't know. As an artist, it's definitely a pet peeve of mine. So, all right. So you got the gold sketch covers. Then we have the Something's Killing the Children, Martinez Bueno, limited to only 300 copies. It's fine. It doesn't do anything for me. All right. Black Spires is like, oh yeah, the signature is good enough for me. The signature is art. All right. So the Something's Killing the Children cover is fine, but that Red Sonia, you know how I feel about Art Adams. So
Yeah.
Red Sonia, a hundred limited to 100 copies. That also that Will Jack Tales of Titans, that is gorgeous. Like
Yep.
that is a beautiful, beautiful picture. He also did this one, which is the Power Girl. This is actually a really nice Power Girl image. So I really like that. The Starfire sketch comic. This is Alex Ross sketch comic. What I loved about the Starfire, Alex Ross books that he did, is that he kept it to George. He's homaging George Perez's style. So to her costume and so forth. So here, this is a beautiful sketchbook. I would love this one, and I would love to have this one. But look at how beautiful that colored one is.
Yeah.
This is the book I want. You know what I mean? If
A lot of
there's
Starfire, a lot of Supergirl.
yeah, but this one I want. That's the book I want. And then you have the Adam Hughes Virgin variant. This is how old is this book?
Legion of Super. Whoa.
This is Legion of Superhero 23. This came out a few years ago, and it was
Yeah,
it was a popular cover, so they decided to throw out a Virgin variant of the book because people want the Virgin variant, I guess.
Okay.
But it's a Virgin foil variant.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
So would you call that a facsimile or a reprint?
It's just a variant. It's just a variant.
All right, limited to 500. And now we got our Lady Death Love. So, keep the kids out of this one. So you got some Lady Death, different backgrounds. That's pretty much what it is of Lady Death. I don't really. Well, one is called the hollow foil, and one was the metal. So you get the metal, which is limited to 15. These medals are like super rare. Then we got, I know if Comic Vet was here, if he's on the channel right now, if he's watching right now, Jenny Frizen galore. Berserker Poetry of Madness #1. The Power Rangers Unlimited coinless Virgin variant. That's a nice one, right? There's the color version. You got the Jay Lee Berserker, which I like. I really like that Jay Lee Berserker. Look at that Alice Never After.
Yep.
That's nice. The colors Jenny Frizen uses is amazing. You know what I mean? And then you got Grimm. I got to catch up on Grimm. It's been a while since I read it. House of Slaughter. Nice black and white there. Also, coinless, the other one as well, a little lighter on the colors. Not exactly black and white, but kind of negative space and stuff like that. Right? There's a book that you were talking about a couple of weeks ago, Sirens of the City. And Jenny Frizen back with Something's Killing the Children. Got another Erica Slaughter.
Issue 31 just came out, so this is a variant for this.
Yeah, we call this the gang sign variants, where she's doing her little gang sign. So that's going to be called the gang sign variant. Another book from Bad Idea came out, Save Now. That came out. I don't know what's the trick behind it, right? And then finally we have Amazing Spider-Man 26, the Ijuk Marvel, which to me looks like any other cover I've seen before, so it doesn't really stand out as far as beautiful pieces. And then you have the Edge of Spider-Verse #1. This is a Ben Sue variant. There's also an Avengers version of this same image. So I love it. The costume. Like, which costume did I wear this week? So
yeah, exactly. Or this is actually a picture of Marvel editorial figuring out which character to kill off.
Yeah, and then they say, "Bring it back."
You're right.
Superheroes suck. Um, hey, what's up, Daniel Carpenter? How you doing, my man? All right. So those are the books for this week, man. There's a lot. There was so much we could talk about. Like I said, there was so much. So, whew, it's hard for me. Like I told you, the Arthur Adams one always stands up. The Tales of Titans, the Starfire comes out to mind for me. Um, are there any books you liked and you want for yourself?
I would probably grab that Sirens of the City if it's not too expensive. I
Hmm.
think that might be a nice little collectible.
Hmm.
Um, I like that Power Rangers. Power Rangers is not very popular right now, so you might be able to grab that one for cheap as well.
Yeah.
Those are two that came to mind.
All right, cool. All right, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about our new books that are coming out this week. So, with that said, all right, Marvel is right back to 27 titles. Last week was a week for Marvel, but this week they were like, we're coming in strong. So we got 27 titles from Marvel, starting with a couple of books that we're gonna highlight, and that is X-Men Hellfire Gala. What's the buzz behind the Hellfire Gala so far?
I feel like my my reaction to this book finally coming out is it better be good, because a lot of what's been happening in X world, part of the Marvel universe, has been, oh, this is leading up to the Hellfire Gala. This is leading up to the Hellfire Gala. The Hellfire Gala is here, so please let it be good. Let it be something people want to read and leads to fun and interesting things for the X people.
Mm-hmm. Well, the other thing about the Hellfire Gala is they've been pumping it up with these exclusive covers, right? All these covers that have been coming out. I think the Nakayama covers have been awesome, especially
Mm-hmm.
the one with Jean Grey and it's Jean Grey and Emma Frost. The Emma Frost one is one of my personal favorites. I think that's a gorgeous cover. And then you have a couple of other ones that are out there that they're getting a lot of love, a lot of attention. You have other characters being part of the Hellfire Gala because they really are doing a gala as far as let's see how this character is. I know the Moon Knight one is a really cool one that came out as well, and there's a great one coming out this week of the Incredible Hulk. I think it's funny where it's the Incredible Hulk. He has no shirt. He just has the tie. So I
Yeah,
think that's a fun cover. That it's Brian Hinch. So Norrin Rad got the Ninja Funk medal. Look at
nice.
that. Did it come complete with a metal soundtrack? Because that's what I would get it with. Right. Another book that's coming out this week is What If Dark Spider Gwen. That's also coming out this week. Ultimate Invasion issue number 2. Um, I know this. I don't think a lot of people are talking about Ultimate Invasion because it hasn't had that momentum just yet. But I think it's what I've read in issue 1. I'm excited for issue 2.
I think there's some sticker shock. It's a
Mm-hmm.
$9 book, and it's not clear why.
Mm-hmm.
So
That is true.
I think a lot of people have veered away from grabbing this day one. But yeah, I agree. It seemed like an interesting story based on issue one.
Yeah, so I'm still gonna get my copy. Um, Speaking of books that are, I think, is gonna have some buzz this week, Venom 23. What's going on with Venom?
Oh, should we spoil it? Should we spoil what's happening?
I think we have information already, so we'll do a spoiler because we haven't read it. So how can we spoil something we haven't read? But there is some spoiler stuff that's already out in the landscape. So spoiler warning. So if you want to put your earmuffs, go ahead and do it.
So the new host for a symbiote is Black Widow. So
Mhm.
that's
I feel like
the
it's
spoiler
like
cover.
long overdue.
Right. Right. So actually, someone mentioned, well, how come Black Widow hasn't been in any of the Spider Verse media? Because she's
Yeah,
technically a spider.
yeah.
But yeah, so that's
She's
what
an
they're
Avenger.
doing. We'll read the story. We'll see how it comes out. But of
Mhm.
course, cue all the variant covers. Every retailer has an exclusive featuring Black Widow symbiote.
Mhm. And they did a really cool job with the logo. They did the Black Widow logo, and because it is a Black Widow logo, it blends really well with the spider, the symbiont logo. So I actually personally thought it was a cute little mashup of characters. So that's the big deal with Venom 23. There is a logo insignia cover, so I'm looking forward to that one. I'm not getting the foil because they're asking way too much money for that damn thing.
Yeah, this book has a 1 in 200 variant, which is that's a lot. That's a lot of books.
And it's just the logo. And
It's
I
just
like
the logo. So
and I
let
like
me ask
logo
you this:
covers.
did Marvel steal the idea of a logo-only book from Big Time?
Um, no, because they could have done it anyway. No, they've done logo only books. So Ultimate Spider-Man had a logo only cover at one time, and that was before Big Time Collectibles was even
Yeah,
a
but that was
thing.
like what,
20 years ago.
15 years ago?
Yeah, still counts. Counts.
Okay, all right.
Counts. Now, as far as foil logos goes, yeah, I think they're jumping on the bandwagon right now. But just for $200, like
It's a lot of money. You
there's
could
gonna
get
be
some
people out
really
there.
nice silver, maybe even a golden age book for
Well, if
$200.
for the same amount of money, you could get the full Green Lantern set. How's that for an
Yeah,
ad?
yeah. You get a first Deadman appearance, maybe.
And first Deadman appearance, exactly. So that's probably a little more precious. All right, moving on. Wolverine 35, She-Hulk 15, Avengers 3, Amazing Spider-Man issue 30. I love that cover, but I'm seeing covers that look very similar. So this Spider-Man looked very similar to that Venom. I don't know if you noticed the difference. I saw that earlier. So that's coming out this week. Also coming out Deadpool to 0. No, Deadpool 9. I always get a typo, man. I hate it. Um, Ghost Rider 16. I think that's the cover of the week, man. Woo.
Is that Bjorn Berens? Who's that?
That cover that's a good question. It
Maybe
is
it's Gleason.
regular. It's a regular cover. Um, but let me see here. It says here it's not. It's not really saying whom.
We'll check it later.
Yeah. It's not really saying who's doing this cover, but I'm calling that's my cover. That's my cover of the week. That cover right there. That is gorgeous to me. All right. Incredible Hulk 2, Invincible Iron Man 8, getting ready for the wedding. So I don't know I don't know what to expect with that wedding, to tell you the truth. I don't know what that's gonna be about. Hallow's Eve number 5. I'm excited for that because I've been enjoying Hallow's Eve. Silk issue 3, Cosmic Ghost Rider number 5. I kind of fell off of Cosmic Ghost Rider. I was kind of into it and then kind of like not so much anymore. I don't know, just because I guess it's because my wallet was breaking. Actually, my wallet was getting thinner, and you would know that, Josh.
I'm way too familiar with your wallet.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Daredevil Echo number 3. All right, and we got a repeat. We got another repeat. Why did I get? Okay, there we go. That's more like it. Cult of Carnage issue number 3. Storm issue 3. Danny Ketch Ghost Rider issue 3. Avengers Beyond number 5. Hellcat number 5. Spider-Man India comes out this week. So Spider-Man India number 1 was a fun read. So looking forward to seeing issue 2. I Am Iron Man number 5. The Excellence number 5. Now, as far as the Excellent go, I heard some people say that they really like that title. It is a very different type. It's an X-Men title, but it's not at the same time. It's just utilizing characters within an X-Men universe. So, and Peter Milligan and Mike Aldred, they're always been great, and I always love this series as a whole. So the ecstatic, the excellence, and all that stuff. So I really did enjoy that. Over at 20th Century Studios, we got Predator number 5, Star Wars Darth Vader Black, White, and Red, and Star Wars Mandalorian Season 2, issue number 2. So really the new Star Wars book really that's coming out of Marvel is going to be the Darth Vader's book, because Mandalorian's just, again, it's a retelling of the story from TV.
Yeah, but people buy it. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, they buy it with Peach Mocha cover, of course.
Sure.
Yeah. So those are your Marvel titles for this week. Over at DC, we have 12 titles. Take a wild guess what most of them are.
Is it Batman?
No, they're mostly they're night terrors.
I know there's night terrors, but it might still be Batman.
They might still be some Batman, but As far as books that are not Night Terror books, I think the hottest one is going to be Superman: The Last Days of Luthor. It is going to be a larger book, so it's a prestige format book. It is Black Label.
It's huge.
Yeah,
No,
it's
like
big.
I cannot emphasize this enough. They don't fit on my shelf. They're huge. They're like I can't even.
Really?
They're very large. It's not for your regular comic book box. You might need to get some. I didn't even try to bag and board.
Magazine.
They're just large.
Yeah, because magazine style. It's prestige
We
format.
gotta figure something out, but it's for the shelf. Keep it on the shelf.
Yeah, and that's a nice cover, by the way. It's a beautiful Superman cover. Even though it's called The Last Day of Lex Luthor, it would have been nice to have shown Lex Luthor in the cover if it's it's called The Last Days of Luthor and we're going to show an image of Superman. I don't know. That's just me.
There's some variants.
I've seen the variants. There's really not much Lex Luthor in the variants.
Well, maybe he's dead already. You got to read the book. You got to find
But
out.
it's the last days of Lex Luthor. It's not the end of Lex Luthor's RIP. All right.
Maybe he's a zombie.
Maybe. Oh, deceased Lex Luthor. Anyway, moving on to the next book, Poison Ivy, Uncover, issue number 1. Batman the Brave and the Bold, number 3. Batman Beyond Neo Gothic, number 1. That's coming out this week. That should be a pretty good book. And now we have Night Terrors. So Night Terrors, issue number 2. Night Terrors Angel Breaker, number 1. Detective Comics, Action Comics. I'm looking forward to reading Night Terror 2. I'm looking forward to a era version of the book. Did an era version of the book come out?
I looked. The neon cover for this week everything seems to be in order. And also I got the replacement copies for Night Terrors 1 neon. So we have that if you wanted a neon.
Yes, I need one of each. I definitely. Action Comics. Then we have Titans, Harley Quinn. The Harley Quinn cover is pretty nice. And I've seen some really cool ones as well. Batman Audio Adventure 7, DC Ruby number 6. One thing I didn't mention that came out of San Diego was that they announced Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths animated movie, which I'm hyped for, but I'm also sad that they're not going to try to adapt the George Perez style. Because I think his style would have adapted, not his detail, but his style would have adapted well to animated, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
you know what I mean?
They might remake it in 30 years. We'll see.
Who knows? All right. Image Comics, we got 15 titles, and that includes Per Evil, not Pooh Evil, but Per Evil number 1. That's a new book that came out. World Tree number 4 is out. People really like the World Tree. Ooh. Night Club number 6. This is the final issue. It is a double-sized issue of Night Club number 6. We'll find out what happened to those, luchador vampires. Monsters 46 is out this week. The Scorch 20. Rogue Sun 14. Firepower 25. Chris was raving about Newburn number 9. A lot of good buzz about that book. Dead Lucky number 7. Indigo Children number 5. Old Dog 6, Click Click Boom issue number 2, and Bone Orchard Mythos Tenant 2, The Savage Strength of Starstorm 3, and Summoner's War Awakening number 4. Those are your Image books. Any books that stand out for you?
Click Click Boom is, I think, a little bit of a sleeper. I think people will be looking for this in a little bit. Mm-hmm. And there was something else. If you go back maybe one more.
Newburn.
Yeah, I mean, Source Spawn, like I said, Spawn is hot right now, so get your Spawn team up book.
Yeah, and then you got Pure Evil's new.
So. Also, the last issue of Nightclub being oversized is like once again such a Mark Miller thing. He's like, I can't fit it all. We'll just make it bigger.
But it's a book still $1.99.
It should be. Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah.
If it's double sized at $1.99, it's even better.
More story.
Exactly. All right, so we have some indie books. Scott Comics has 10 titles scheduled to come out. Source Point Press has 8. Boom has 7. Dynamite has 7. IDW has 4. And Mad Cave has 4. Those are the start of your indie books. Let's go quickly on these. We got the Space Outlaw number 1. The Wild Cosmos, Charm City, and Trakovia. Right, that's how we say Trakovia.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Trakovia. Trakovia. All those books are new books for Scott Comics. Also, Talon Seed of Darkness, By the Horns, Dark Earth 11, Kinsun issue number 5, right? Count Dante number 2, Miracle Kingdom number 2, and Tales of Volcana issue number 2. Those are the books that are scheduled from Scott Comics. Over at Source Point Press, you have Murder by Mail number 1. That's an interesting title. Hope number 1. Nightwalkers. A lot of people like Nightwalkers. They have that Dirty Phase of Nights kind of vibe to it, I guess. The Curse of Cleaver County issue number 3. Also,
I'll just talk about Murder by Mail for a second. This is actually sort of like a choose your own adventure murder mystery type thing.
Oh, cool.
So it's an interactive book. Yeah.
Awesome. That sounds cool. Yeah, Scott has a big week. That's if they come out. They're notorious for having delays.
So Space Outlaws and Tricovi did come out. I have those.
Oh, okay. But the other ones didn't. That you know about.
I'm not sure. I don't remember if I ordered them.
Okay. Deep Dark number 4. Also scheduled Franklin and Ghost 2 and 3. And Ben Mortara and the Thieves of the Golden Table. I feel like this book should have come out a couple of weeks ago to carry on Indiana Jones. I don't know. I feel like there's an Indiana Jones vibe in there. All right. Those are your books from Source Point Press. Over at Boom Studios, Berserker Poetry of Madness. As we saw, there was a lot of exclusives for this book. I don't know how this was going to do because the other one it had a big following and then it just kind of like fell off a cliff with Berserk. So I don't know. We'll see how this one does. Alice Never After. This is the sequel to Alice Ever After that came out a few months ago. So that one's coming out. Mighty Morphin Power Ranger number 110. Not Ranger, but Rangers of issue 110. The Seasons Have Teeth number 4. And Neighbors number 5. Creed the Next Round issue number 2. And The Expanse Dragon Tooth number 4. Over at Dynamite, you have 007 for King and Country. Vampirella versus the Superpowers. That's a pretty cool cover, I will say. Deja Thorns. And Pathfinder, Wake the Dead, issue number 2. Also in Dynamite, Scar, number 4. Elvira Monsterland. And Victory, number 2. Those are your Dynamite books over at IDW. The book everybody should go pick up, My Little Pony Camp Big Hoof. Because you got to go to Camp Big Hoof, and My Little Pony has a following, so I'm not gonna bash them. Godzilla, Monster, and Protector Summer Smash. Talking about Godzilla, that another big announcement. Superman, Batman, Godzilla, King Kong. Is that the way I said it, or was it Justice League?
Justice League, yeah. It's gonna be a 3-way. Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong.
The artwork is by Dan Mora.
Yep.
That is awesome.
That should be a good one. That comes out, I think, like October.
Get your pre-orders now.
Yeah, we get it now.
All right. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Usagi Yojimbo, Where, When, issue number 5. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Saturday Morning Adventures, Continue, issue number 3. Over at Mad Cave, Tales of Nottingham 6, Hunt, Kill, Repeat, number 5. Monomyth 3, Exorcists Never Die. And over in Antarctic Press, we have Planet Comics 21, Fantasy Comics 3, Exciting Comics 37. And Titan, Blade Runner 2039. You like Blade Runner books, right? You really like
this. They did the first 4 issues. They came out on time, and then we had to wait like forever for this issue 5. So it better be good.
It better be good. Dead by Daylight number 2. And Necrocomicon, something like that. It's
Necronomicon. No, Necrocomicon. That would be interesting.
That's how I read it at first. I was like, why does it say Necrocomicon? Well, it came out in the right week, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why not? And Grim Fairy Tale 74. Necrocomicon. I'll read that. Dark Horse has a Star Wars book, Hyperspace Stories number 6. That's the one Star Wars Dark Horse book that's coming out this week. Oni Press has Rick and Morty 7. Did you see the Rick and Morty anime?
I have an ash can of Rick and Morty, Rick and Morty manga. So,
ooh,
so cool. I haven't read it yet though, but I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. All right. Ahoy Comics has The Gimmick #5. And Tokyo Pop. I know I haven't talked about Tokyo Pop before, but they have The Nightmare Before Christmas, The Battle of Pumpkin King #5. That's getting some traction as well. All right. Upshot, AEW Upshot has a new book called The Ribbon Queen. That looks pretty interesting. Blaze
Yeah,
has
that's from
Trap.
Garth Ennis. So
Oh,
I
yeah. Garth Ennis. Yeah,
get
Garth.
that one.
Yeah, if any, those Irishmen were Irish or Scottish. They're Scottish, right? Those Scottish writers, they're
I
nuts.
don't know.
Yeah, he's Scottish. I
One
want
of
to say he's
those.
Scottish. Yeah, Ennis and Miller, they come from the same place. Those guys, they write some crazy stuff. So I can only imagine what Ribbon Queen's gonna look like. Traveling to Mars #7. Titan Mouse of Might over at Blood Moon Comics. Opus Comics is a holdover from last week. Frank Fazera's Mothman issue #2. Fair Square Comics has Far South, The Great Union Score. King Spot Comics has Rebel Girls, and that's exactly how it's spelled. #1, over at Submarine, you have Children of the Comet. And finally, Fantagraphic Books has Red Room Crypto Killers #3. And I believe that's everything. Not bad, not bad. Pretty good week, I would say. Right? Whew. Anyway, it's 7:32. I want to get over to Scotty's channel. So before we do that, let's do that giveaway. Right? Let's get the giveaway out. So all right, today we're gonna do a giveaway. Make sure you put your hashtag IzzyverseNYC. We're gonna be giving away a few things for today's show. I'll just show it off one more time so that you guys can see it. And let me just do one of these babies. Zoom into my image, and I'll turn off the background for a second so you guys can see what it is. We're gonna be doing some Nate Made It. Got some Nate Made It stuff here. So you got a Harley Quinn and a Darth Vader, as well as you're gonna have a clicker and the Mandalorian with the child, or Grogu if you're nasty. Also, we'll be giving away a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Usagi Fury Comics exclusive right there. This is a really cool cover. I really like this cover. Right, done by Ben Harvey. And if you are a channel member, or if you leave a super chat, you could get one. You get these two books if you win. You get a Philadelphia Fan Expos exclusive of Batman Adventures Mad Love by John Boy Myers, and it's also signed by John Boy Myers right there. And well as some Bronze Copper Age goodness with a Warlock, Power of Warlock issue #14. All right, so I'll be giving away that book if you are a channel member, or if you like to leave a super chat. Super chats are going to be a really cool way to help the channel out. In fact, I utilize the super chats when I need to go back and get these, because I put the money right back there. And yeah, Beckerman, you like signed books. Yup, I like getting them signed. So I was able to do this with the help of you guys who support the channel. So that's what this stack is. It's a good stack of stuff that's gonna go out to some one lucky person. So we have 14 entries right now. There's 16 people currently watching. Let's do the drawing, Josh.
Let's do it.
And the winner is for today is going to be. Let's see. And our collecting. Oh, you have no idea, Josh. This is so hilarious. So was it Sunday? I think it was Sunday or the day before Sunday. It was Friday. It was Friday. I think about it. We're over at DJ's Links. DJ's Links is doing his show, and Dirt's won, and he decided to give me his winnings. So now I repay him. I pay him back, and I give him something. So Dirt's
excellent.
You
can just give it to me. I'll send it to him.
Oh, that's right. I got to give it to you. So Darts, these are going to you. All these books here, and I might add some other stuff. So Josh, when are you planning to send him the stuff?
It should go out Friday, so you can get
Friday?
it Friday.
Okay. So I probably have to get to you Friday because I won't see you Friday because
That's true. Yeah.
I'm going somewhere Friday. So guys, yeah, this Friday, in case you didn't see it already, I am going somewhere. I'm going to Terrificon, baby. I'll be in Terrificon this Friday. We're gonna be doing some really cool stuff. I got a lot of people that I'm gonna talk to. Be talking to Mighty Collectibles, probably Erod. We'll get Fury Comics. We'll see what else. We'll probably get some giveaways for the show as well. Also, before Friday, got the Sketchy Show. Made the decision today that we were gonna do a Sketchy Show this Thursday, and our theme is going to be Into the Spider-Verse. So really check it out. We're gonna be doing Spider-Man themed characters and anyone from the Spider Universe. It's not just limited to just Spider-Man characters. We could do Venom. You could do the Prowler. You could do whatever you want. Whatever you want to do, we're gonna do it. That's gonna happen. With that said, go over to Scotty Vaughn's channel right now. He's doing a show, a live stream right now. He's gonna talk to community artists. I'm gonna jump over there in a few minutes right now to see you guys. So if you're here now and you're not watching Scotty's channel, just go jump in there and I'll see you there in a few minutes. But Josh, are we going to see you again?
I mean, who knows what the future holds, but I'm planning on attending.
All right, because we do have some unboxing videos that we need to do, but we did unbox some videos and Josh was missing, so you'll probably notice that in the video. But it's been a great time, Josh. It's always a blast. Where can people find you? Because we got to let them know.
Yep, all the links are on Linktree/The Collectibles. You can follow me on IG, thewoods.live. You can also scan this code to go straight to the website. I put some really good stuff on the website, some things that are not easy to find right now. So definitely recommend taking full advantage of the 15% off code you see here.
And you get $15 off Whatnot purchase. So if you want to go purchase something, it is Whatnot channel. You can utilize it and we'll provide it. If you haven't used Whatnot before, go ahead and use it. It's a good service. Topic Farley's planning on doing some crazy stuff with it. So go check that out. Guys, again, go to SVaughn82 right now to the comic book community groups. They're going to be doing a live chat. I'm going to be hanging out there for a few minutes, and then I get to go have to dip because this boy is hungry. Josh, I'll see you next time. We'll talk soon, bro.
See ya. Bye.
Later. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, channel members. Thank you all. And if you're watching on the streams, watching on replays, we thank you as well. So until next time, Excelsior.